Yeah, the tops are representing when they buy. The very top, they buy a home. Now they might sell a home too, but we're focusing on buying because typically, if someone is going to sell, they're going to buy as well. So that's why they're
Got it.
selling typically. So they might buy 3 to 5 homes in their life.
So we're kind of looking at a wavelength, and there's highs and there's peaks and there's valleys.
Correct.
And the
Correct.
peaks
So
are when they buy.
that's exactly right. That's
Got
exactly
it.
right. So the valleys, it should, the way this looks, it's like a nice curve, but the reality is you just fall off a cliff and you stay on the bottom, and then you have a little bit of a ramp up. The ramp up, when they decide, hey, we're going to buy, that ramp up is effectively about a 10-week period. So that's what we are dealing with. Now, this is, Brent, one of my favorite parts to tell people is this is where all the money in real estate goes. All the advertising money, all the outside money, Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, every single lead purchase program is focusing on the 10 weeks when someone says, I'm going to buy a house, right? Like when Chase decides he's going to go buy a cabin, boom, that's what they're trying to get me, right? They're trying to get me to sign up, and because I'm looking, they're working towards getting me there. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Brent. I know you do pretty well in real estate, but you don't have billions of dollars to spend on advertising, do you?
I do not have billions of dollars to spend on
Okay.
advertising.
Me either. And I've done all right, but I'm not that well. So if you don't have billions of dollars in advertising, then you probably don't want to play that game. So how do you avoid that game? I guess that's what we're really bringing up.
Well, and I think one important thing to point out is, the average is 10 years between the peaks. That's the average, but that's not the exact science. Meaning that 10 weeks could show up anytime between year 1 and year 15 or 20.
Yeah.
So that's the other piece of the equation is you don't know when that 10 weeks is going to show up.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
the kind of punchline here is if you're not going to invest billions of dollars into finding and into locating those people at that 10-week period, which you can do, you can find people at a 10-week period. By the way, Zillow, Realtor.com, all those people are investing billions of dollars into finding that. And then you have local real estate agents who are investing in pay-per-click and SEO to find those people as well.
Yeah.
So
And you can pay Zillow to give you someone they found if you want.
exactly. So there is a huge, massive amount of competition in that 10-week space. The moat is in the relationship. And how do you have a relationship with that enough people to have a sustainable business? And so the punchline is you need to have an effective touch program that's high value, high frequency, that inserts them into your world, but also gives them value and gives them the association of you being the professional. That's number one. Number two is because the high frequency touches are happening, when that 10-week period happens, for them, it seems natural to now say, I'm just going to call Brent. Like you've shown you're consistent, you've shown you're professional, and you show that you sell real estate, and you've given high value touches throughout the, indefinitely really is what needs to happen.
And Brent, here's something that's interesting. So if they think about it, a good way to think about this, like name 2 brands of toothpaste. Go.
Colgate and Tom's.
Tom's. Okay. If you're not Colgate or Tom's, you're probably not going to be in Brent's cabinet.
Yeah.
You got to be that. And that's the same thing with realtor. Like if you go, ask your friend, like name 2 realtors, or, if you're not the first one that comes out of their mouth, you're probably not getting their business. And what's interesting, I've found, Brent, when you have a high frequency, high touch, high value program that's touching these people, that 10-week period, Zillow actually sends lots of business to me for free. I don't pay them. Why? Because Zillow got them excited about looking at homes, and they're like, hey, Chase, we found this home on Zillow.
Yeah.
So that's the position I'd rather be in rather than writing, checks for tens of thousands of dollars to Zillow. So that's the piece that I think is, you said moat, it's the perfect term. How do you protect your business from all this money and technology that there's no way we're going to compete with? It's relationship, and it comes from those touches and being in their world.